Hey, everybody, back again. What are we doing today? I'm pretty sure it's time to build the factory. So today, we're finishing fish, right? Last episode, we had gotten the fish area almost done. Oh, and the big hang-up is we don't have enough fish bowls. We probably aren't going to have enough fish bowls today even. Right there. Okay, 2 in the box. How many in the other box? We have 3. All right, that's worth a jog over there. I suppose we should focus on fish eggs and then finish wiring up all of the inputs and then turn it on. And then we should see fish oil come to life. Then we should see antimony come to life. Then we finally be free of this trap we have made for ourselves. And perhaps for a brief time we can rest. But somehow I think the factory is still going to call to me. All right, so what are we doing here? We have a number of tasks. Okay, task number 1, get the whales in. Fish whale, input whale, don't know what that's doing. Next task, we need to see what we're going to do about we have to make a depository for the fish oil. We have to deal with our waste products off this. The fish meal and the fish emulsion, which obviously fills me with joy just talking about. We have to do something about the liquid inputs because water has to be made on site. We have the other liquid inputs right there. That's good. And it looks like that's pretty much it, right? So I suppose the first thing we should do is we have to limit this, right? This has to be an underflow valve because we now have the concept of waste fish oil in the world. And aren't we thrilled about that? Okay. This is going to be very tight on the pipings, I can tell. Maybe I should just go over here. I mean, that sounds like a fine idea. Fine, if somewhat weird idea. All right, let's try that. So, underground belt, we goo. And then do not touch the walkway. And here is where we put the valve. Okay. There, set up. Right there, and now down. And it should be no problem to get down, right? Oh, but here's a problem. How do we hook in when there's this giant reproductive center in the way? Maybe we have to come back over now. This is looking very, very planned. Very, very planned. Much intentional. Big plan. All right, so we have the fish oil, which is our main product out of all this. And I guess we get to return to going south here. If we're willing to... No, we can't. If we're willing to do a twist. Yeah, how are we going to do this? So we have to get the fish oil all the way to a tank like right there. Right below the blood. The blood calls. So what we need to do is somehow navigate the hellscape we have constructed for ourselves. Great. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to do this up here then. We're going to avoid this because this is a piping just, it's a hell of pipes. And we're going to come over here through the lovely vias we have left for ourselves. Look at this sushi belt. This is a highly auged sushi belt. All right, so if we come straight down, we want to go over a little bit still here. I think it's time to do this from the other side. And it's time to set up, I bet I never set up the blood monitor. Bet you I never did that. Don't worry. Blood forgives, so long as blood flows. Didn't I just... No, I'm in the wrong spot. That's hot air. It's not what I want. Here we go. And then grab all this, and you are slotted neatly in right there. And it's 3, right? 1, 1, 2, 3. Really? It's that, right? That's the spacing. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so here is what we're going to be doing. We want to probably hook this in, right? There. We want to go straight north. Can we just get out of here if we do that? It looks like we can. Looks like it's almost a fantastic idea. Let's try it. And then fish oil will be to the fish oil distribution center. And it should just kick in. And the Gorbachev should deliver it all the way out to Antimony Land. And all will be well, right? Well, all is well for everybody but the fish. But, well, they haven't unionized yet. Their position in negotiations are very weak. Anyone caught distributing literature to the fish will be immediately ejected from the special economic zone. We will not allow the corruption of the minds of our employees / food sources. We must keep their little fishy minds pure of communist infiltration and communist subversion. No unionization. They go on the belt just like everyone else. Everyone likes the belt. The Augs love the belt. The Augs would love it if they could just come over and be on the fish's belt. So, the fish better be grateful. This is remarkably pleasant. This whole system I've built up is working far better than I thought it would. It's making pipes actually easy to distribute. Here, Mr. Whale, I need you to take a lap. All right, so this goes back there. This goes there. Okay, better. And then we just have to not completely mess everything up for the future. But, well, I suppose that is in my nature, so I shouldn't fight it that hard. A large part of it is also that multi-purpose pipes are just so good. I haven't overcome many problems, but it feels like piping is a solved problem at this point, especially since it's like, just leave a via, you'll be fine. Don't plan ahead, just leave a via. Hello, bees. Lovely to see you all. I don't like to hear, because it makes me think about the ponies. The happy, chirping blue ponies that somehow went in, but don't seem to have come out again. Tell me, bees, do you know what happened to the ponies? They claim they do not, but I'm not sure if I believe that. All right, so we have input in, well, the output out, rather, and then we decided to pull all of the fleshy fish bits onto this belt, and will fall under the august care of this whale. I wonder where the biocred came from. Just bits rotting out in here. I can kind of believe that because all that material is still in there in some form. I can believe it. All right, so looks like we have a power problem up here. Looks like we're on 2 separate grids, which is also a little bit of an issue. Yeah, we're on many separate grids. Are you guys not hooked in at all? Well, okay. Did I not hook you in at all, my son? Did I fail you so? Are we better? No, we are not better. In fact, we weren't even... So all of this is completely isolate, because that's what that's telling me. So, it's time to bring them into the family, I guess. Oh, it doesn't fit. It doesn't go. I guess it'll be okay if I just put it in as best as possible, right? If I just do my best, everything will work out, right? Like, you don't have a distribution node, instead you do that. That's okay. And then, same thing here. Alright, that's not bad at all. Oh, we're missing a critical power pole, though. There. Now we're all connected. Come on, guys, keep up. Yeah, and that's fine. And now we're on one big happy grid. 80 gigawatts? Is that like a lot more than normal? Oh yeah, we're really at a high ebb right now. We're near maximum power available. 80 gigawatts of just wind power. Isn't that nice? Absolutely fantastic. All right. We also have to get waste out of here. So that's this, obviously. We probably should establish a waste line because this isn't going to be the last time. So over here, I think, we take wastewater and we dump it into urea. Yeah, this is the area. We probably need an intermediate tank somewhere. So let's just put that right here, question mark. Right here, question mark. I don't know. All right, so do I go right here and just straight over? Honestly, the answer looks like it's yes. This looks like it'll be a pretty inconvenient wastewater line in that it's going straight through the center of the city blocks. However, it's going to be cutting through the city blocks where it's mostly necessary, which is in the breeding areas. So, good, I guess. Oh, this is going to be an issue. I'm going to get so much junk in my inventory. Help me. Somebody help me. And then over here again, I guess. All right, what did I pick up? What has this cruel world inflicted upon me? I've got Augs. I'm covered in Augs. Take this. Barrels? Barrels? Probably all sorts of stuff I'm just going to find later. All right. I accept my fate. Then I have to hook up all of the wastewater outlets from the fish lines themselves. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing for that. All right, so something like this, and then we have to deal. Wastewater comes out right here, so this is pretty simple, right? There. Okay. So the eggs now vent their wastewater. Great. Fantastic. And none of this is hooked together because I have packed this full. So I guess we have to do that thing I did over there, only we do it again. Worse this time. The habit of sin is to sin again. And I suppose this is what we have to do, huh? Okay. So all the wastewater is now hooked up. So we'll clip the far end. I have to get a lot of other chemicals up here, and you need power. I think this is what started me looking at the power grid to begin with. All right, are we good? 80 gigawatts? No, we just plunged all the way down. Yeah, we have. In that short period of time, we have just gone from high ebb to low ebb. Complete power whiplash. Probably need to have some sort of storage mechanism like the steam batteries I used to have. All right, so this is probably not going to work. But this might work. No, this will not work. Great. Glad we had this talk. How about next one, though? Will you work? Yes. See, all you have to do in order to get what you want is just ask over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you will eventually get what it is you're after. There we go. And then hooked up right there. All right, all wastewater now hooked up. Great. Probably don't have enough buffer. We probably need more urea. That's a problem for another time. Let's take a look at the digestion system. See how it's going now that I cut the feeds. Much better. Oh, why is this a solid jerky line? Okay, solid line of jerky as the meat starts to rot out. We knew this was going to happen. Oh. Maybe this wasn't enough right here. One blue inserter. Maybe we should do something more for them over there. Scoot this entire thing back and put a stack inserter in. All right, that's not for now. Here, let's make a note. Come here, notes. Most overworked inserter on digestion jerky. Thank you. Note taken. So, whales time. So we have to get our actual other note section. And we'll use our other notes for this. So, right here. What do we need to go get? Tell me, my friend. We need filtration media. 2. Yeah, let's just put this down. 1 fish food. Fish is normal. 10 seaweed. And that's it. That's all you need. Everything else, I mean, I'm going to have to go get some fish to jumpstart this. But that's fine. I can go do that. And then to raise up some fish, we do this, right? So we need 3 lamp. This isn't the right proportions. This is just getting an idea. 10 biomass, because more of these run from everyone in the south. And then 1 fish food, 1 deluxe food, 10 seaweed. We're just getting an idea of rough proportions. Eggs are made on site. I think that's it, right? So it's only 6 things. And the question is now to allocate those things to proper dinosaurs. Right here we have something going on the inside of the belt, and we have nothing going on the outside of the belt. So let's fix that. Okay, come on. Have some pride. Okay, have a sense of direction. Have a different way of being. Okay, so if we look at here, we have a little, a little, a little, a lot, a little, a lot. So we have to pair like seaweed. Seaweed's a lot. Biomass is small compared to it. I almost want to do 4 and some. So I guess you get the foods, I think. All right, seaweed and food. And then the other one handles that, and this guy's just going to run a lot less. Okay. So that's already biomass. So you will be lamp. And lamp. And we don't need that many lamps. So calm down. Calm down. Bang, bang. Biomass. Lots of biomass, right? So you're going to be 2K. And then right here, we need filtration media. filtration, and filtration. And you need much less than that. Let's go with 500 to start, just like the other one. So that's hooked up. Did I not grab the regulator? That's also important. All right, so we need lamp, we need biomass, and we need filtration media. Okay, great. All right, that's ready to go. Now over here, we are doing seaweed. The devil's salad, as it is. And you need lots of seaweed on the belt. Probably more than that, but we're going to start there. And then we need fish food. Fish food. You will start with 500. Good. Good. And now you are deluxe. Deluxe fish food. Okay, great. And then 500. Perfect. And then that will go on the belt and that will get ready. Now we have to set it up down here. Seaweed. Seaweed. And we need fish food of both sorts. Right there, and of course not right there. All right, so let's write the tickets for these things. The number will be 4043, so that's going to be 200, right? Yeah, the number's 200. So, whale, come say hi. You need to be whale hungry, and then you have to go get stuff. So go to the seaweed line, and you get load items until caravan has seaweed in quantity. 4,000, I think. 4,000. Yeah. All right, and then you go get fish food, which is right there. Load items until caravan has fish food in quantity. In quantity 400 only. So that's going to take up this entire row. I mean, it's going to expand to essentially be 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So 4 here and then 4 here. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then deluxe fish food, which I have to goose. Fish food in quantity. I have a problem coming. 200 here. I will describe this problem in a moment. All right, so hold on. There's a problem coming. Right there. Then off you go. And then I have to goose the fish food caravan because you're obviously waiting because we don't have enough fish in the system to make more food, but we have the starter. Okay, here's the problem, right? A prime component of fish food is fish. And with this setup right here, all these guys will, it will prefer to take the fish and then put it on this belt. What we need is to always have some fish here. So what we got to do is, because we have to make fish food with preference, right? Fish food before fish oil. So I need you guys to fish. We only start making oil when fish is greater than, they stack to 50, so 2,000. We're going to say you only start making fish oil. We only start slaughtering fish when the fish that gets exported is more than halfway full here, which suggests that no one's waiting for anything. And this should ensure, this doesn't ensure that fish food gets made because, oh, there's a problem here, isn't there? Because there are many consumers of fish out there, and fish food is the most important one, yet it has equal draw on all of these. And where's the fish bucket? So the fish is going to go in the fish bucket, and this is going to feed Zipirs. It's going to feed trits. It's going to feed all sorts of other animals. And if we get to a condition where we take all the fish for other animals, we don't have enough fish to make fish food, and without fish food, we do not have fish. This kind of suggests I should have a backup hatchery right here that does the simplest no food recipe. And these fish are just per export. That's a good solution. Let's wait and see if we have the problem, you know? It's just something to think about. All right, we have another whale issue, right? That's all hooked up. That's all hooked. We have another whale to talk about. Mr. Whale, come here. I want you to be whale hungry. And then our number is, looks like 16. So this guy isn't going to work nearly as much. Our number is going to be 500. Let's go. Add destination to the biomass bin, which is, of course, right here. And I want you to... I never finished off the last whale. I got ahead of myself. I started monologuing. 5,000, please. Yeah, I did something aggressively dumb, which is, of course, not really unfamiliar to anyone here. Maybe we get a little more surprised each and every time. A little surprised and more than a little sad. Load items and cook caravan has lamp. And lamp times 500 is 1,500. And then you got to go get filter media, which we make up here. It's a product of the North Factory. Good, noble, native, true filtration media. Made in North Factory. Filtration media. It's right there. And then the part I forgot to do with the other one, because I got distracted by what might be's. You come here, circuit condition, unload until target, unload until target, unload until target. And here we have comparador equals go. Unload biomass, please. Unload filtration media, please. Unload lamps, please. 5,000, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. Great. Now you can go. And I have to catch up to your buddy who is probably pretty confused on what to do right now. Might, in fact, be flying in circles. Yep, it's exactly what he's doing. It's exactly what I told him to do, but at the same time, that's embarrassing for everybody. Here, we'll do this backwards. Fish, I wonder how much food he burned. Probably not that much. And then we need seaweed. And it's 4,200, 400, right? Yeah, I did that right. And now it is comparator equals go. Okay, there we go. Delivery occurred. All right, the stuff has begun to arrive. And then this guy will be here, and this guy's here. We're getting real close to turn this on. We're not dealing with the waste products yet, which is an issue. I believed I decided that one of the things I was going to do is put... Oh, this is this going to go? No, it doesn't have the water or the plankton yet. We're going to take the fish emulsion here, hydrolysate. so I think what we decided we were going to do is we are going to take the unwanted fish juice and we are going to just shove it on the biofluid network somewhere. It's like right here. And then also vent it into fertilizer right here, somewhere around here. I also have to do something about the fish meal, which I suppose I should have paid attention to before now. Anyway, where is provider tank? Right there. No, wait. This isn't how it goes. We're a little off, too. Something people have been telling me all my life. Provider tank. Yeah, we'll have to move it over by one. And that is how that fish juice will make it into the world. And we will process it into fertilizer up here from... Oh, wait, we can't use this line. Okay, this is getting ugly. Remember when I said multi-purpose pipes solve all problems? It might have been a little bit of an exaggeration. All right, so I guess if we're going to do a turn somewhere, we might as well do it here, huh? And provider tank. There you go. That's kind of hideous, honestly. But it's here, and we love it now. So yeah, we do have to talk about fish meal. Fish meal gets turned into fertilizer in a fluidized bed reactor. And the fish juice right here, the hydrolysate, goes into another fluidized bed reactor. I think I can get away with just one of these for each. Oh, I have them on me. Nice. I think we can do something like this. And then a caravan outpost right here. Then you are making fertilizer from fish juice, not emulsion, hydrolysate. And you are making fertilizer from fish meal. And the fish meal should just be pulled off whenever it's found, right? All right, so we do something like this. And then you come right here and only overflow in. There we go. And then just 1, 2, probably 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess this is off center for a purpose, huh? So all of this has to come up by 1. Then you have to get just all the fish meal. You are a fish meal cleaning system. And it eats 4 a second, and it produces much less than 4 a second. All right, we'll be good. This is fine. Oh, now we need a dinosaur to monitor this. Add dinosaur hungry. I want you to pick up all of this waste fertilizer and take this waste fertilizer. Where are you? Where did I put fertilizer? Who remembers where I put fertilizer? It should be in the bio stack, kinda, bio products, but it's a 4, yeah, right here, bio products. And you empty right there. Perfect. And you may have your initial snack, which I don't have on me. I gave away all of my dinosaur treats. That's very short-sighted of me. All right, how are we doing here? Not great. Give me another one of those. And how are we doing with gastrocapacitors down south? I have to prioritize making these up here. Oh, it looks like we're doing fine for the moment. But still, we want to remove our dependency on the horrid Southland. They get so snobby. They think they're better than us. What I need is to give you your initial bite to eat. There you go. Okay, Dune. Almost ready, right? almost... Where's this guy? Why are you stuck? Oh, lamps are only stacked that high. Ooh. Oh. Well, actually, we should probably go to a system of 1,000 and 1,000 then. That'll balance it out, right? There. Okay. Simple math problem. Done. All right, next. Waste taken care of. Most of this waste, we have to make pressurized water, I guess. And I suppose you don't go north ever. And I suppose we need an input right there. And pressurized water is going to be a problem. All right, so water. Right there, and a pressure pump. I'm pretty sure you can service everything, right? Is this better for some reason? It feels like it's just a much better recipe. There we go. All right, and you make pressurized water, and you make water. Yeah, and that's the proper ratio. All right, so we're going to have to probably make a rail down here. It's going to be a problem no matter what I do because of my choices. My fabulous, amazing choices, which I don't regret in the slightest. How did you only do one? All right, hold on. So, and then you will have to be right there. Nice. Okay. So, pressurized water, rail. And then we need a port for right there for pressurized water. Good. And then you come over there and good. And we have this problem and no good. But I'll be able to divest myself of all that material. It'll be okay. All right, so that is awkward. No denying it. It's also going to work, so it's not... Sell ourselves to... Oh, it's not going to work because I put it in the wrong spot. This is like triple awkward. I have to do this. And, all right, fine. All right, there we go. Like quadruple awkward. Save me. Send help. All right, so you're ready to go. All you need is the initial fish. Here, let's just hook this all up since we need initial fish, right? So everything will just sit in stasis until I come along with the first material to toss in the bucket. No, do something with. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I always figure it out. Except when I do that. In that case, I don't figure it out. In that case, I cause an enormous problem. In that case, we don't speak of it. It didn't happen. You didn't see anything. It was not real. That was a hallucinogen brought on by inhaling tree spores. I assure you, nothing of the sort happened. Thank you. Thank you. Don't rewind the video. It's illegal. All right, so there is your phytoplankton, good sirs. And all you need is fish, and this springs to life. We are almost ready to turn this on. This is all hooked up. Now you just need the liquids, and this is going to be an enormous problem. Can I staple up here? No. Can I staple right here? Maybe. Yes, I can staple on the next city block. This is a triumph of design right here. Someone clearly thought this through from beginning to end. The details, the artisanry, the craftsmanship, the raw human achievement that we're seeing right here, it's astonishing. In that you look at this and you are just utterly astonished how any of this functions. And right there, please. And then do we need one more? Do we? We do. Paste right there, and do not touch my walkway. Don't touch my walkway. All right, so everything is now hooked up when it comes to saline. And all we have to do is sneak saline up and get it to any one of those points. And then we can call it a victory and pretend it was all by design. Upsy goesies. Then oxygen after this. And then I think we turn it on. I don't think there's anything left. I suppose distributing fish, getting more fish bowls. Where is best to just hook in, right? Probably right here. Huzzah, saline for all. And then this needs to be trimmed. You don't need to be trimmed. Oh no. Oh no. No, friends. I did bad. I put saline water on the water line. Which I could blame on something, but we all know it's just the mind worms. Alright, so... Okay. That one escaped. You need to be flushed. Good. You need to be flushed. Good. Alright, all of that. And then, are we trimmed now? Maybe. Let's not think about it. But I do know that oxygen can be stapled in the north, which is much superior to what I was doing before. I am very much unsure if we have enough oxygen in the system to keep up with this. Traditionally, fish raising is one of the great consumers of oxygen. This is only 0.8 a second. Could it be that I'm mistaken about this? No. It is the recording that is wrong. Alright, so can we just leap here? Can we just go directly down? Multi-purpose pipes save me, but design will not. Okay. Got it. I suppose I have no one to blame but the trees, right? Oh, again. It's probably lined up, so this will never actually work. So we'll have to juke over at some point. And that might as well be now, right? Okay, no problem. Who likes to breathe? Okay, good. Luckily, nothing in the system rots, right? Like just, okay, fish eggs rot. And we have they've rotten to crud, right? And we haven't taken care of that. I don't think, anyway. No, the biocrud gets routed onto the other line, and then it goes into the digestive system and is recovered, right? That's what happens, right? No, meat products, and then do I ever filter out biocrud? Doesn't look like I do. So eggs go on the belt and eggs go to crud. And I'm pretty sure I don't do anything with this eventuality, this inevitability. No, I'm just totally neglecting it. Well, that's fabulous. All right, we can fix it. We can fix it right now. We can fix everything. Everyone just shuts up and just watches. We can just fix it. All right, going out to the right here is going to be biocrud. And then comes over right here. And then just dumping down, except I don't want to dump that down. All right, so we have biocrud out, and it will make its way to be digested. Fantastic. I think we're ready, right? Let's go get some more fish bowls. As many as we can gather, and then we will have reached our goal. And then after this, we got to do Zipirs, right? Is Zipir. It's only one fish farm. That's not a good sign, friends. No, not a good sign at all. Fishbowl, please. So we get 3 more. Ew. What's the hang up now on the fish farm side of things? It's not any of the critical ingredients. It's just we gotta wait. All right. It's just that we accumulate slowly due to the nature of the sushi belt. And, you know, I can say I'm upset about it, but I can't say I don't understand it. So these guys need to be set up with superfish, such that they are. Right. And great. That's all of them. Here, let's take a box. Put a box right here. Now we should put them down in the uplifting area. Since we have one of those now, this is the fish uplifting area. And here we've got a box with some fish in it. Fantastic, right? So I believe we're ready. I believe we're completely ready. So let's just go review. Yeah, we just need some initial fish. And we get the initial fish. Maybe there's some in one of these whales. We can loot the whale's belly. Apparently not. Not this guy anyway. There's 2 of them, right? There's you. Oh, there's some, I guess. We want more than 24 fish. Here. I want you to just wander off center just a little bit, please. Ah, there we go. That's the fish. Give it to me. All right, you're loading fish. You are loading fish. All right, good. All right, so let's load this up. And it should take a few cycles to really get up and ripping. That's fine. All right, there we go. Fish being made, ladies and gentlemen. Vents in place. This should be a complete ecosystem. Producing first fish eggs from the gimpy dumb recipe. That's probably neutral. Paranoid now that they know they can make it into the base. Why would this cause paranoia? What's our problem here? No phytoplankton? You're off center. Okay, got it. I can help you with that. No problem. Okay. So fish eggs make it onto the belt. Very hard because I guess it's a shorter belt. And it's also hasn't been thoroughly mixed. No, it's just that it's a shorter belt. Okay. So let's step back on this. Short belt, right? And wait, check the news. No, it's properly limited. So we're going to pull back on both biomass and seaweed. Yeah. And hopefully that'll give us a little more breathing space because we need to put fish on here as well, right? Yeah, this is kind of overcrowded. Anyway, we're making fish. We can't vent the fish because of the problems we're having with the belt. Anyway, we should be able to stand right here and see fish come down eventually. And the other thing we have to worry about is now wastewater processing. Okay, good. Wastewater is being immediately dumped into urea. And so it's perfect. So take a look. I really wish we had more of everything here. Both more and less. Where aren't you going? No eggs. There you go. So they're grabbing all the eggs, and we're dealing with spoilage properly, I think. And we should be seeing fish come in right here. And that will immediately go into more fish food. And it's going to take a long time, actually, to... Well, okay, we do make fish oil. Oh, why are we stopped up? Did I never complete this? This never happened? Didn't I do that? All right, you, no. You here, right. Didn't I complete this line just a moment ago? And it comes straight up through here. Great, great, straight up. And there's our fish oil line. Fish oil, fish oil, fish oil, fish oil, straight through. Fish oil, and then we come over. Yep, fish oil, fish oil. Oh, we did it completely wrong. Because this has no way out. Got it. Got it. Not thrilled, I have to say, but understanding has occurred. So what we need is this, I suppose. And what I need is this, I suppose. Just pull it back. Now, like that. All right, fish oil actually makes it out now. And if we go look down at the tank, yes, fish oil has arrived. And it's flowing into this, and it's going to take a long time. I mean, a long time. This has to charge up. Makes fish, gets rid of fish. Great. No eggs. The fish should be coming back around, right? Yeah, there's fish. Fish being made. All right, the stocks are good. When we are penetrating all the way through this, we will know we have done something right. And how is the count of seaweed? It's falling slowly. Where are these guys? What are you doing? Oh, you're waiting for more food, right? No, you're waiting for, more deluxe food. So it's kind of questionable if I've primed this with enough fish, right? Because we have to get the eggs on the belt, and the eggs rot out. So maybe we need fewer eggs on the belt. What would I govern this as? No, not you. When do we stop making eggs? Yeah, that's probably way too many. 250 on the belt. Let's try that for starters. It's not going to be exact. It's going to be more than that. You're trying to feed. You're trying to feed. And I'm almost certain I have messed this up somewhere, and we have one that's just going to go. So there's always going to be a demand for fish, like right here. I like 2 of them on each one. Both the feeders. All right. Everything pointed in gets the new way, receives the law of fresh. So there's always going to be a demand for fish, because there's always going to be rotting out fish eggs, and the belt has to be stocked with fish. Fish, making it all the way down. Fish. Nice. Okay, so this will... I mean, honestly, we have to set up our whale now, right? Mr. Whale, come here. Whale hungry for fish. It is natural to you. And then right here, and then you empty. And this will make sure that the outer world gets it before anything gets slaughtered. And this is going to be kind of an interesting cycle, right? And we'll have to watch it. All right, we have how many eggs on the belt? Just over 200. So good. So these guys should be switched off now. Yeah, you can see it blinking on and off. And we will... I don't know. I don't know what we will do. There, a fish made it through. Yeah, we got to free up more space on this belt. This belt is completely full. So, I guess we step back on everything. 1,000 of each. Way too much. Ambition's way too high. And then you are, look at you trying to unload and you can't. That's a sign that we have a problem. And right here, 250 again. How you get so many on there? That should never have happened. Well, I suppose it overloaded it a little bit because it takes time to be detected. Here, let's solve that little issue. There we go. So no more excuses, right? No more excuses. We have 600 fish on the belt. That's far from nothing. All right, so it's working. You are shut off because you have too many eggs. Too many eggs on the belt, so it's shutting off. And all this fish is getting dumped. But there's danger of jamming here. Like there should be one arm going in that is always loading fish. Fish. Never not have fish. And give me those eggs. Stop being weird. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, wait a second. I did that wrong. You never stop loading fish. This is starting to get a little out of control. My plans are no longer coherent. And without coherency, you cannot really call it a plan, right? Okay, there, we got some, well, no, it's not a place to look for space. How are we doing up here? Are we all occupied? We are. And some of the eggs are going around for another pass. That won't happen when everything is up and going fully. Or it shouldn't happen. Okay, fish being made, though. That's all I care about. 30 fish a pop. That's a lot of fish. And you've got a lot of fish. Here, go make a delivery of that fish. Get the food makers going again. And throughout it all, we are making drips of fish oil. And what's going to have to happen is this is all going to have to charge up. It's going to be nice when that finally arrives. Well, I'll turn the machine on, so we'll have a grand lighting ceremony. Anyway, this shouldn't have been up this entire... All right, that has to be on top of mind. Notepad, go away. That's the problem with the notepad. I never remember to take it off. But this is good. This pleases me. And all we need to do is just increase throughput by adding more fish bowls. And that will happen over time if I just leave it alone. If I just don't touch anything. There's a fish bowl. And there's another fish bowl. But we're not going to do it yet. So right now we are looking for, up here, top of stack, wax. It's wax, then blood, then fish oil, right? Wax, blood, fish oil. Good. So we will set up these alarms. Wax, blood. Blood, what does not rot. And fish oil. Okay, good. Well, shouldn't we had a alarm on fish oil? Because it should have latched onto it, and then we don't have enough. That's because when I built it, I didn't wire it in. That's why we don't have an alarm. Great to hear. Glad to understand that the basic competence that we all know and love is still with us. There we go. Not enough of either. That's because we're not making enough, and that's fine. So I guess we stand gaping at this for just a little bit longer. I want to see more space on this belt. I want more fish on this belt. And then you are making some, fertilizer. That is fertilizer from fish meal. Okay, I want to call this a success. This is going pretty well. And if I look at contents of the belt, you should all be making eggs. And it should vacillate back and forth a bit. We're still draining out all this stuff. We may have to bump it up a little bit, but we'll see. That is a problem for not right now. But I think we are good, yes? All right, let's go see if we are actually making fish food. Yeah, no one's waiting for fish right now. So the fish food makers should be going, only it's not. Which leads me to uncomfortable questions. Why do we have biocrud in here? This guy's stuck. Waiting for circuit condition. Why are we stopped? Why are we stopped? This says we're not ready to go. This says no biocrud. Okay. And that is from lard rotting out. So you need to also be biocrud. Oh, I didn't account for that. Where's the crud? Okay, we gotta go fix this thing. Here. And then after that, we're probably gonna start on Zipirs, right? To get Zipir egg for gastrocapacitor and make that here and be a little more self-sufficient. All right, we're making deluxe fish. Oh, stuck. Deluxe fish food, cranky along. Great. So, biocrud. Didn't I have a biocrud problem with deluxe fish food? No, you are crushing seeds. Where did I have the biocrud problem? I know I have a biocrud disposal right over there. Like we want to get into here. So we want to get onto this belt right here, which we can definitely do, right? Okay. So. You have to get rid of your biocrud. Unload items until caravan has biocrud 0. Unload items until caravan has spolinin 0. Unload items until caravan has unload until caravan biomass 0. Okay, good. Return to waiting, sir. All right, so we have to get rid of this crud. Crud is in here, crud is in there, crud is in the everywhere. So I guess what we just have to do is adjust all of these outs to also take biocrud. The crud has to leave. You gotta get the crud out. Then you, and you, also you, and also you. Okay. This leaves us with a profusion of crud right here, which isn't really where we want it. So what we want to do is use filters biocrud. And then go this way. And then we try to chuck it out of the system. Luckily, we have space. And luckily, we know right where we're going. Luckily, we actually did this right. Congrats, right? You would almost be fooled into thinking I measured, when I did not. And this gets us into the biocrud line. All right, excellent. So it's a good idea to do spoilage all at once. All right, now we're making fish food again. Good, okay. Fish food 1 and 2 being made. Notepad, get back out here. We have a jerky problem, which looks like it solved itself, but still, it wasn't solving itself fast enough for my liking. So where is our final jerky? Oh, do you guys not? No, you do briquettes. What's going on here? Are you misaligned? What is... Oh, no power. Okay, maybe the flashing light is telling me what I need to know. Maybe that's a slight hint of what the situation actually is. Okay, good. Now these guys are all heating up and great. It's the little things that makes a factory. The little things breaking every second. All right, so what we want is to go right there, and then upgrade this guy. And you are a jerky extraction mechanism. This is still not great, but it's better than it was. Here, who likes meat? And then this also gets the jerky out. Good. All right, so fantastic work. I'm very proud of everyone here. We can get rid of that now. And I think we just start on Zipirs, right? Well, first we get rid of everything in our inventory. Is this okay? Kind of not okay. We're kind of very low on lard. We might have to up the AUG slaughter. Though using that phrasing makes them very uncomfortable. What I need... This is empty? Why? Oh, because this guy is super hung up on getting fish food. And fish food is... deluxe fish food is low. So... I could let it go, or I could goose this. Where's this dinosaur? Right here? Yeah. Just go on. Go help out. I wonder if we're using it faster than we're making it. Let's take a look. This uses it at 0.03 a second. And down here in the makery, we are producing it at 1 a second. So the answer is probably no. The problem is it was stopped because no fish. You know, cycle of fish. Who wants biomass? And I think we are definitely onto Zipirs now. So congrats, everyone. The fish problem is solved. And we just have to let this build up for a very long time. Are you getting fish? You full of fish? How much fish we got? Oh, okay. Fish problem getting solved. Beautiful. And it's only going to get better when I have more fish bowls and, you know, the food actually arrives. So. Zipirs, right? It's going to be the same thing. So I need to go get 4 stacks of... It's going to be kind of worse than before. Because we're going to have to use reproductive centers, and reproductive centers are enormous. Give me windmills. Oh, I need more. All right, let's go do a run. Hopefully the South Factory isn't going to let me down. It's been so long since I've been in windmill debt. I'm not sure how I would cope with it. But everything went down over here in a while. How are we researching? Good. Are we researching quickly? No. That is not what I asked. All I want is gentle, slow pressure. Oh, nice. Completely full of windmills. Thank you, South Factory. You did not disappoint me. Your existence will continue to be tolerated. I will periodically assign scrap maintenance hours to your well-being. There's no need to thank us. It is what we would do for anyone who is useful. Probably want more vessels for reasons which will shortly become... Oh, we're almost out up here too. That's another thing we have to build, but we have to get the medical stack going first. And that's going to take a while. So, grab you. And this is... We're not going to ever slaughter Zipirs. There is no reason to. So we just grow them and we keep them in several different ways. There's a shadow. There's a shadow on the walkway. Who can say what it is? It's a tree. Okay, Okay, got it. Got it. With a precision sniper shot. Great. Oh, and I didn't get any... I didn't get the most vital thing to setting up a Zipir area, and that would be Zipir pools, and also Zipirs. So we good? We got food. We got both kinds of food. And this guy is bringing more. Everything is moderately okay. You know, just spewing fish. That's nice. And it's going to get better. Okay. Zipir pools. And then we start... I should go grab some Zipirs from down south. I wonder where it is I could find those. And then... we still haven't uplifted the Zipir even once, which is cruel of us. Zipirs. There we go. And you'll bring more. 20 is probably enough, right? Because you only need the pool. 10 is probably enough. Because this is a situation where I need the eggs a lot more than I need the Zipir. Though I do need a source of arthropod blood. Zipir is not the place for that, though, because Zipirs grow so slowly and awkwardly. I'm here for Zipir. No, there's a better box. I know I'm slaughtering these down here kind of as a opportunistic sort of thing. Yeah. Oh. Oh, we still haven't filled up this belt since we were using all that military science and we ran out of Zipirs. That was a funny time. So I guess we really do have to stand here and just collect Zipirs. I think we only need like 100 of these. Almost certainly. So just watch the number tick up. It's what we do here in the factory. Oh, perfect. And the higher Zipir recipes are not that great, I thought. But at the same time, I'm going to do them. Because why have a factory otherwise? So let's see. What is our general goal? So first off, this is Zipir uplifting. Which can we do? Not here anyway. Does this require a reproductive center? I really hope not. Yep. All right, so... What do you do? You feed in Zipirs and everything I have already. So we should probably get this going, right? Yeah. Yeah, this deserves to be going. Is this a purpose? Does this exist? Apparently not. All right, pick up. That was probably left over. So, furthermore, we make Zipir Mark II, and then you need those, and they just get straight upgraded. So it's Zipirs, so it's going to be 4 reproductive centers, right? No, 3 reproductive centers. And then, of course, ingredients. So it's going to be a situation like this, essentially. We're not going to use aerial caravans for this. It's going to be normal caravans. So like that. And then Kupi... God, I hate these things. They don't line up. It gives me fits just looking at them. And then, of course, lined up correctly. Doesn't fit. Nothing fits. Everything about the reproductive center is cursed. So this is our goal. We're doing this. We got the big Zipir up on the map right here. You're not happening right now for obvious reasons, and these guys are going to be needed. So our job, feed the Zipir. Make superior Zipirs. All right, noted. Aside from that, we kind of want to copy over the standard thing, right? So what are we going to do? All right, so inputs right here, and then Zipir eggs. We have to examine the Zipir eggs, right? Reproductive centers are a big, big problem. I think we're probably going to need an entire block of these, right? All right, so you lay eggs. What is your purpose? You lay eggs. All right, you make 0.5 egg. Okay, wait a second. It's got no Zipirs in it. You make 0.26 egg a second. That's still not that great. Zipir. And that is using the better recipe. Zipir. And then we have another one coming. And that gives us still 2 recipes, huh? 8 to 12, 12 to 16. Oh, with Zipir chum. They get a special food. Guar gum's expensive. All right, so it's going to be something like this. And demand for eggs. If we demand Zipir, take a look at the Zipir. All that's done is you're used in science directly, so you're an export. And there's a variety of ways of improving them, and that's it. That's just it. I can burn them to ash for some reason. I have no idea why this recipe would exist. This doesn't really make sense to me. We could burn them to processed ash. Isn't that good? Like, processed ash is a thing, right? Yeah, you can turn Zipirs into substrate just directly, right? Is this correct? Should this be processed ash? Oh, I suppose... Okay, I suppose it's really expensive to do this, unless Zipirs become incredibly cheap. Washed ash and rich ash. This is all just biomass. Phytomining. All right, but we didn't get through it. What we determined was that Zipirs themselves are not that useful. Vital, but at the same time not that useful. All right, great. So eggs. Eggs, on the other hand, they go into better science. They go into gastrocapacitor. Zipir cubs? Oh, is there a Zipir upgrade I should be looking at? Zipir. Oh yeah, we got a pick. Okay, let's talk about what kind of world we want. Because we are definitely picking something. We're not going to be weak and just leave it alone out of fear. Suicide sex. Oh, what a terrible concept. Further studies reveal that artificial and abdominal disengagement of the chitinous protrusion from the sternite of Zipirs is required before males can mate in any stage of development. The procedure allows them to have 100% success in breeding even when immature, but they can't live longer without this organ system. Considering maturation for a full adult Zipir can take decades, it is a valued technique if you don't care about ethics. Also, if that is a decade, that time that it takes to spin, it calls into question the passage of time throughout this game. But ethics, I had ethics and then I needed to make honey. And that's how it happened. So we have this recipe. And this is in the reproductive center? No, it's in the reef. So you're attempting to make a full-grown Zipir. Oh, this is immature breeding is what's happening. And we're making extra eggs. And we end up with guts. Don't ask why. So we're making extra eggs. And it's like throwing off Zipirs. So this will completely rework how I balance this area. Because eggs will essentially become free. Like, not really, really free. You say it's 2 to 3. So we're going to have a reproductive center feeding it. But it's essentially free. You're going to have to adjust your ratio of egg layers to Zipir makers. And it gets It's only 15% loss at the highest recipe for essentially free eggs, and eggs are what we need. So this would probably lead us to a smaller footprint overall, and then get rid of the guts is not going to be a problem. I have a line right over there that can help with that. So this is fine. This is a big multiplier on egg laying, and egg laying is most important. Great. Sperm retention. Insert modified transposons from the trits into Zipir's genoma to allow females to develop a spermatheca. Spermatheca. To retain sperm after mating so that 2 or even 3 egg masses can be produced without further intervention of another male. All right, so in the reproductive center, we have 1 cycle for more eggs, and now we just get more eggs, but we have to add in a Tritz codex. I want to say that this is straight up worse, because this is essentially free eggs up here. Well, no, this is free Zipirs. And if you're not consuming the Zipirs, this doesn't have a lot of worth, right? You have to run the... So if we're using... Okay, so this means you get free Zipirs. They do not consume eggs. Okay, air quotes. You hear that right? Air quotes. Do not consume eggs. All right, got it. Then right here is you just get a whole lot more eggs, but you have to have a Tritz codex processor involved. Is it faster? It's slower even. No, I don't want to do this. So this is 30%, 50% slower, which means we automatically double all of the, add 50% here. So it's actually 5 to 7. No, I don't want to do this. No. This is, you do get more eggs out, but unfortunately you do not, it complicates the recipe. So I'm not a fan of this, okay? Right now in the lead is free Zipirs, because we are going to have to be making them in some capacity. Next. Build an attachment of Zipir reefs dedicated to provide excellent water conditions for the Zipir's eggs. By doing that, recycling the wastewater from the main tank will reduce the pollution and energy costs. Due to greatly increased population and reproductive rates, it becomes necessary to smelt any extra Zipirs for their ash byproduct. This is a complete alien idea to me. So, real speed, 15% faster. Everything is just faster. Side hatchery, this becomes more complicated. We need to add a repo center to each one. So I have to go and redo the Zipir thing, but all the buildings we have, we get to keep. This is where we get the processed ash recipe, allowing us to maybe get processed ash from biomining rather than phytomining. Why would we... I guess this is just flavor text right here, and this isn't actually... you get this recipe. So it complicates the process of making the building. Okay, that's why I have a sushi belt. I can deal with this. And it goes 15% faster for the reefs, not the egg layers. Okay, so the egg layers do not get faster, so you will need more egg layers, but egg layers were already the bottleneck, because we need eggs more than Zipirs. And like, I'm not afraid of doing the phytomining recipe. We're going to need 6 Zipirs for 1 substrate, is what I read from the recipe. And that's probably a no, right? Okay, so this I don't like that much. It's going to be a little faster. Real speed is 15%. Maybe that's a lie and it's better than I know, but I don't think so. It probably gets worse as it goes on, huh? So I don't like the side hatchery. I don't think this does enough. It complicates the recipe and gives you a little bonus. Not a lot of bonus, just a little bonus. So it goes from 5 to 7 here to... I don't even know if it does anything. Like, it's more ingredient efficient. But this gives yeah, 7 on average for 90 seconds. And per 90 seconds, this will give you, I think, 7 on average. So this just does nothing. Like, okay, it makes the ingredients more efficient. But look at the ingredients. They're not that expensive. Except maybe Zipir chum is. Yeah, look at this. It 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 doubles the top end, but it doesn't double the low end, which is a huge nerf. And on top of that, it makes it take longer. So, yeah, it comes out to doing nothing for you. I do not understand this. I do not understand. Okay. Okay, this is a no. And I don't like this, which leaves us only with suicide sex. Which, honestly, we might have ended up here from the name alone. And what we're going to do here is... it's essentially free eggs to get Zipirs. And so that's just a buff to eggs. All right. All right, I'll take it. No problem. Bam. No other complications. All right, no problem. Okay. All right, so while we were coming to that decision, how did the fish egg land go? Looks like we have plenty of food. That's good to see. We're still filling up our fish buffer, right? Right. Yeah. We got plenty of fish, though. Amazing that fish doesn't spoil. This does not match my experience in reality, though I am not regretting this at all. I wonder if we've made a delivery. Do we have fish oil over here now? It's used where? Right here? Wait a second. Why don't you have any Dow froth? Dow froth. Is this real? There's the fish oil. We've got nothing here. Why don't you have any Dow froth? That should be being made in tremendous quantities. Right here, right? Dow froth. We're full up on Dow froth. We have oh, wait a second. Did we draw a line over and that's how we handle Dow froth? I can't remember what I do. Don't ask me what my plans are. My plan is to draw another line. Yeah, Dow froth. All the way over. Past the boundaries of fluid extents into greatness. Oh, it's just left here. Fantastic. So, no, we don't have a Dow froth line. We never did. It was never a thing here. It's just market for destruction right now. And maybe I won't even be aware of the problem. But more importantly, we haven't brought over any fish oil yet. Yet the fish continue to be made, it looks like. We have eggs. We have ingredients. Everyone fishing along? No. Can't get rid of wastewater. Ooh. There is an issue. I guess we can't crash it into urea anymore. All right, we got to do a wastewater disposal area. And do we bring wastewater over here at all? Does anyone know if I do that? Does anyone remember how this works? Because I don't think we have such a thing. All right. Okay, so what we need to do is come right over here. And this is probably wastewater disposal part 2 right here. So, okay. So we're going to have to go get chlorine. So let's go start that up. And also, we're gonna have to figure out what building we're gonna need. So receiver chest, chlorine me. And this is gonna take a while to arrive. So this is gonna be a problem to be handled in stages. So wastewater. Wastewater. You get cleaned up with... Is there a way to... Should probably consider doing any of this right now, right? Well, no. It's produced by it. So we want... No. Yes. I'm kind of sad about it making water. Yeah, we're not doing that. We could do that, ironically. That wouldn't be a huge problem. Yeah, that's not how it goes. We could do that too, but that produces too many byproducts. All right, we're doing this in a quenching tower. I'm gonna need 4 of you. Do I have any? No. Quenching towers needed. And so we will put in an area for this. Quenching towers look like that. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Let's find out. Right here. Quenching tower central, please. And you are just a liquid. Oh, I need an outfall. Which I have none of. Fantastic. Outfall is... Aren't they made now? I could have sworn that outfalls were being produced somewhere in the mall. Outfall. Yes, right there. Are you not being gathered in? Are you not being made? Oh, you need offshore pumps. Oh, okay. Okay, we have a little bit of a task then. So I don't think we make offshore pumps anywhere. No. Okay. All right, never mind. Problems lead to more problems, right? And so Outfall, which is right there, which needs an offshore pump. So we will require in offshore. Great. And just get that. And then they're coming? Where are they coming from? Because I don't think they get made. Or maybe they're from in here somewhere. No. It's probably just I chucked them in a bin somewhere. All right, that's also an acceptable answer. Over here, that's taken. This is now the first one that's not taken. Okay, you have to make offshore pump for me, right? This should be absolutely trivial for you. And then you are buffering out right there. And then sure, that's fine. And then that will feed this in long term. And this machine will go, and then we will always have outfalls. Glad we had this talk. Here, take 1. Take 2. Take 3, 4, 5? Really? 5? All right, we got one. And let's... Oh, more on the way. Rig this up. Question for the group. How did I get oil sand in my inventory? I honestly have no idea. I need to now figure out where to put these things, right? Out here. Pump offshore. Yeah. And we need outfall. Right there. All right. They will be along in time. All right. As I was muttering, quenching tower to get rid of wastewater. I want quenching tower. which was just here. I know you're there. Lost in, right there, right next to my mouse. All right, so we're going to make a block, like the good old days. Right there, and our chlorine is in, right? Yes. So what we is going to do is we are going to make a last stop shop for all things related to... I suppose the beacons are on the outside, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. I really should just complete this right. Go get more quenching towers, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We need 6. I probably should have put the pipes down before I copy pasted everything, but whatever. Efficiency is 100% not the name of the game right here. So 6, please. Thank you. And we have more base equipment available, so we're just doing glorious work. Water is going to need to be gathered north and then piped to the outfall, right? So what we're going to have to do is something like this. And then you're doing this. And then you're doing this. Or it goes on the inside. That's probably better, right? Yeah. Why am I... Ah, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not fine. I am in fact not fine. I am in fact having some sort of seizure. Everyone, pray for my well-being. Right there. Then all these guys gotta go. We're not going to call it perfect. We're going to call it eventually perfect. All right. So, right there. And right there. Not you and not you. All right. So, chlorine hooked up. Wastewater not quite hooked up, but on the way. Yeah, these buildings have a bad footprint. Yeah, look at this. This should be buildable, but it's not. This had to be one of the early buildings they did. Because the later ones are much better. Not these, those. Not these, though. That one is also a problem. I suppose we're going to go north, right? That's what we have to do. That's our purpose, our calling. And then something like this, maybe. I suppose I don't have to really care about beacon space because of what's happening here. But there's always the thought in the back of my mind, I might want to make it go really fast someday. Okay, good. And then right there, please. And don't get stuck. Excellent. All right, water all hooked up. Wastewater not quite hooked up. Chlorine definitely not hooked up. All this needs to be trimmed. And this water is going to go to the outfall, wherever it might be. So, wherever it might be turns out to be directly north. So, big mystery solved there. Trim those. How are we doing on bot power? He asks at least once an episode. We need to go fill up. So we're going to drag the wastewater. Not wastewater, but just wastewater. Does that make sense? I hope so. Up here, where it will get dunked directly in. And we dispose of that for good and forever. And I'll fix this properly one day. There you go. Okay, water being voided. Beautiful. So it's just a matter of hooking this up. Only we don't need to right now. So While all of this was a good idea in theory, it doesn't appear to be a critical idea at the moment. We need you to overflow with intensity 95 right there. There. And that's not going to come in anytime soon. Now all we have to do is just hook up chlorine, and we have done a thing. Wastewater vent exists. It will be used in urea first, and then secondly, it will be used in chlorine. You saw what I almost did right there. Nobody tell. Right there, right there. Okay. Great. We should probably hook these guys up too. I mean, they do exist and all. I wonder why I neglected to do that once upon a time. Alright. Good. Good. The wastewater is now taking precedence over the dedicated primary production of wastewater, which is what we do with the Zilliphos over there. So, fantastic. How are we doing on the fishes? Looks like we are still in the fish accumulation stage. Beautiful. And if we look down, we are not overflowing yet. Oh, because it was stopped for most of its existence. So we're not yet slaughtering the fishes. And all the fish oil in the world that we have is merely from egg production. I hope the world is not so cruel that it makes me actually like that upgrade after complaining about it for so long. All right, so I think we're going to need 2 blocks of you. We're going to start roughing this out, and that's probably all we're going to get to today. So Zipirs, we need you to make Zipirs, and obviously you're going to be making the bestest Zipir recipe. You know, it's kind of expensive. Like, we're doing this. All right, so is it always like this with so many Zipirs? Is this always like this? I seem to remember only having like 2 Zipirs in there. But admittedly, it's been a very, very, very long time. Oh, guess not. A full line, and these are Mark IIs. So, all right, we're going to have to go get more Zipirs. But that's fine. All right, so what happens here is the eggs are essentially free. Not entirely free, just essentially free. And we need water and saline water. We're going to have to drag a line up eventually, aren't we? Well, maybe not. We're going to get saline water from next door. Water we pump on site. Stone wool we pull up. Fish we'll probably sneak from next door. Yeah. Which leaves us only stone wool and basic substrate to do this. Yeah. Stone wool, basic substrate, and then phytoplanktons from next door. We'll do our own pressurized water. So what we're going to do is, it's going to look something like this. We're going to try to plan this all out. Our products are eggs and Zipirs. No meat. No meat whatsoever. And then we're going to do another one like right here. Or maybe we do an inverse. Huh? How about that? Maybe we do this differently. Maybe this is going to be even more compact than I think. All right, so all of you come with me. All you egg machines, get in the boat. And then you come right here, something like this. Let's go real tight on one side. It's off, maybe. And you just make eggs. Just your entire job is eggs. I hate how they don't. Look at this the angles in the center. It's terrible. See how it fooled me into thinking it wasn't going to line up. Like I keep thinking this is how it should be, but it's not. I hate these buildings. I hate them. 1, 2, 3. There's no more necessary because of these guys do not participate in beacon economy, so it's not required. So we're going to do something like this, right? Okay. So this is going to be eggs. Eggs are our main product, so we can make more eggs up there if we need to. And then we will probably do something like, probably on the outside. Try to be sane, right? And then, oh, they're big. And we need to leave a via. So what's going to happen here is we're going to have the sushi belt come up, and then it's going to come back and forth, and then it's going to go down, right? But this doesn't work well if I ever expand it, because it's just like a simple loop, up and down, pretty easy. But if I expand it up here, it's going to have to be, well, I suppose go all the way up and then down and then, yeah. Okay, that's how it happens. It's just going to be real ugly. And I cannot leap these, right? No. Most enormous pains. All right, we're going to start with this. 6 egg-laying chambers. That hopefully is enough. Let's review the eggs once again, in combination with the fact we get 3 free eggs from the Zipir makers. Where does Zipir cubs even come from? Probably an incubator upgrade. Oh, this is probably what you use to use that processed ash recipe. The eggs go to cubs guaranteed, and then you raise the cubs, right? Yeah, into guaranteed Zipirs, and it's really cheap. Unless 1 gene transfer agent. Ugh, that kind of makes me afraid. And whenever you see a liquid and it needs 1. No, it's fine. This is all right, except that's expensive. But okay. So it's an alternate path to get advanced substrate, but it requires you to commit multiple upgrades, and it's weird. Anyway, let's not talk about that. So you need Zipir eggs for this, and quite a lot of them. And 1 Zipir egg for that. And then later on, we're going to need them for Arquads. Which one? Which one? I guess we use this. 1 Zipir egg, 1 Arthurian egg. So that's just a drip. Oh, and there's more here. So we need, in the long run, we're going to need lots more. So we probably are going to need another one of these. All right, noted. But we need to make Zipirs first, because Zipirs are made in the science. And if there's need for Zipirs, there's a need for science. And when science calls, you better believe we answer. 100%. All day, every day. Fish. Going well, which means you have to have made a delivery while my back was turned. Yeah. We have 1 more delivery, and it's not going to be able to make it all the way. And after that's done, then fish will start building up. I'm probably going to delay this episode until we can turn Antimony on. Which really raises a strong question of whether or not this episode is called Antimony ! Or fish ! Okay, so what's going on with you? You're missing good food, and that's probably because it's just made slowly, right? Or the buffer has to fill up. You can go dump, but why are we stopped? This guy is stopped. We don't have enough lard. Okay, we don't have enough lard, which means the machine has to start again. All right, we're going to double lard production, and we're going to see if that helps. We're going to try to keep this regulated by how many slaughterhouses we have going. And hogs are not a good source of lard, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. Anyway, have we stopped? No, but we will stop. And we're definitely making the food fast enough, so if I would just walk away, it would be okay. Which is the case with so much of my life. All right, so we have 2 exports. We have Zipir as an export, we have eggs as an export. And we don't need many imports, so I'm just going to declare by fiat, by divine right, that we're just going to start with this as a template. Okay? Is that okay with everybody? This will be the beginning. I need to go get a soda. I have a mighty thirst. All right, and I'm not sure we're going to take all the ingredients we need off of this. So that's fine. And I'm not sure any of this is called for at the moment. We're going to have to consider this carefully. And so we're going to do product 1, which is going to be eggs, and product 2, which is going to be Zipirs. All right, so by pushing the eggs as the primary the primary thing we're going to be making up there, this frees us up here to make Zipirs. Up here, down here, it's all relative. Where is my Zipir pools? And I want to say we can probably fit 10 of these in here. And this is probably never going to be needed. Maybe I could fit 12 in here. Jeez. Probably not right. All right, so we're going to be doing this, and we're definitely going to be doing this then. All right, so here is 1, 2, 3. Here is the path. We have to go get more tanks. We have to... So what's going to happen is it's going to come here on Sushi Belt and will get fed with all the materials it needs. And then it will... Oh, I didn't... Dang. It's a real shame. I didn't get the most important power pole. There you go. That needs to be there. All right, so this comes around here, and then it has to go in. And then it goes up and then comes over and down. So I guess it has to come over again and down. And so it's up. Maybe it comes over right here. And then through. And then up and then over in the back. That's a lot better. So we're going to do a cross right here. And then there's nothing that really has to happen up here. So I can pull this norther a little bit. Northwards? Maybe not quite that much. Because that corner is sharp. All right, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe it's not. I left vias here. And it's going to come through and over and then up and then over. No, it's going to go over and through and up and down. Okay, bad problems, bad problems. Bad touch, bad touch. They're going after... How did they get in there? Oh, there is... Okay, bots, come home. There is absolutely no excuse for an artillery day. How many did they murder? Trying to get into their backfield, ravage their spitters. Oh, this is terrible. This is absolutely just monstrously bad. How did they get here of all places? This has to be an anti-pollution crusade. Oh, and I'm out of ammunition. That's not great. One moment, please. One moment. I'll return. I'll be right back. One moment. Everyone stay calm. Thank you. Ready to speak again. Yeah. Okay. I have to do just comprehensive artillery days. Right, back on. Jeez, what a mess. I mean, I instantly recover, but what a mess. Okay. So, now that we have had 2 days of... How did they get in here? How? From where? How does this happen? They're on the far side of the pollution cloud. They are way too far to be settling. How did this happen? They didn't come through here, I don't think. Maybe if I check the film, it'll see something. That's bizarre. Like, I hope this isn't proving my embassy strategy not working. I have to actually do a solid wall. Because that would be really unfortunate. Because I don't want to do it. Yes, the end. It's unfortunate because I don't want to do it. But where did they come from otherwise? Like, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, we have to throw our weight around. We have to expand all our borders. Like, we're going to have to push back right here and then make sure it's really solidly sealed. It's a lot of flora right there. I might want those. And then I guess just push these guys back a little bit. And then up here. So I guess tomorrow has to be artillery day. Which is sad because artillery day is... Oh, what a lovely green color. Ah, it's a lovely emerald green. It's a beautiful place. I'll pave it over one day. Don't worry about it. We need 2 more Zipir pools. Then we have to complete our plan. Then we are really just hanging out until Antimony starts going. And we will have the joy of watching that machine kick to life. After which, I'll probably be done. Ah, fish tanks, nice. So let's go scrape the other source of fish tanks. Then we're almost going to be ready. Probably going to play for another half hour. Make sure that fish production actually gets to where it's going. We need fish tanks, which are right. Give me that. Give me that. So we might actually have enough now. Let's go see. Okay, distribute. No, I don't have enough fish, so come with me. You're not going to distribute it? Oh, it didn't have on the blueprint. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't have to have on the blueprint, right? It's completely optional. Oh, we need one more. That's sad. And I have just enough? No, I just short of enough fish. Which is, okay, again, very sad. Anyway, probably just leave that there for right now. We'll get to you next time. Meanwhile, I have nowhere near enough Zipirs. Are you all ready up here? Good. That means down here. And this is enormous overkill. I need like a solid 150 Zipirs right now. It is complete overkill because really all they're used for is making military science, and military science is the least of the sciences. So we are likely never going to need any more than that. 150 Zipirs, please, good sir. Please and thank you, give them to me. Over here? Question mark? Can I find a place to stand? Yes. All right. So now we just watch number climb at a rate of what? 15 a second? Won't take long. I should get more vessels while I'm down here. It's a real good use of my time. Why do I have Mark 1 atomizers in my pockets? All right. Here, take one more Zipir. Right, now let's go look at science because we never do. And we're out of Pi-Sci 2 at this point and Logi science. This is a disaster right here. Logi science is having problems because we do not have Sarcoris. We have no Sarcoris because we are making Sarcoris. So you have no poor alien samples, and that's because of no bone meal. I really don't want to have to adjust anything. Are we processing the ponies? We are. I may have to just go in and put a better one of these there and get more bone meal in the system. Do I have another slaughter? I do. Okay, so that's one half of the problem. The ponies are surely born to suffering. They're blue, they're happy looking, they chirp, but they are born only for the bees and for their brittle bones. You're born specifically for brittle, mealy bones. All right, so what's the problem here? Looks like we're out of good alien sample. That is traditionally microfiber. Traditionally, that is an issue with venom, but not today. Over there, you are trying to do what? You're trying to get poor alien sample. That's what we're stuck on. It's the same thing for both. All right, so hopefully by adding more bone meal to the system, things will improve. We will check back on this later, or maybe not. It really doesn't matter. What I need now is to grab a whole lot of vessels, which are made white here. Go nuts. Just go crazy. All right, good. I think by the time I deliver these Zipirs, we might have made enough fish eggs so that we have a delivery of fish oil out in Antimony land. How did they get in? How is this even possible? Oh, I'm going to be thinking about this. Then I'm going to do an artillery day. What I want is to dump in there, but I want these two, and dump in there, and I want that one. Maybe not all of these. Oh, there's too much. All right, I swap this for this. No, I swap that for that, and I swap this for that. We're just going to be a little vessel heavy for a while. That's no huge problem. Give me more dinos. Give me more whales. So perfect-esque, I think. Perfect-esque. We will continue with this. And then we have to take a detour to do gastrocapacitor. And that's going to be a day or two because it has complex inputs. Oh, and I didn't even get enough. All right, that's enough for right now. I'll grow the rest of you. Don't worry. Is fish filling up? I feel like we're not producing a lot of fish here. Oh, I guess I got an entire delivery. So, all right. Still happening. Just have to be patient. Just have to wait. Just be patient. Just be patient. I want it now. Okay, so the delivery has embarked. It has not yet arrived. So right now, there is a Gorbachev, an oily Gorbachev somewhere around here. See if we can spot him, right? Right there. There's our fish oil drop. All right. I'm going to declare the rest of Zipirs are done on the other side of Artillery Day. And that this is a fine step. How many eggs do you use? Well, no, you produce eggs too. They don't use any eggs at all, essentially. Just little bits. Little itty bitty bits. And these produce all the eggs we're going to need. And we're going to, for my last trick, I'm going to rough out the belt we're going to do. And so just like this, right? So you come like this, and then we're going to have to sushi belt this, or wavy belt, I suppose we can call it. This is a problem. Oh, no, ignore it because there's another tube on the other side. Okay, so we have our unit, and we just copy and paste it, and that gets all our materials in. Except that one appeared to be, they're all slightly off. Slightly too big. Oh, and I have to go get bot fuel before tomorrow. How are the biters getting in? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I wish there were more detailed reports. I wish the radar would let you step back in time to see what actually happened. But no, that is not the way of things. And so eggs will be put on the belt, Zipirs will be put on the belt. And Zipirs have to be regulated because we don't want to put too many of them on the belt. Simple as. And then this comes down like so. And like so. That's probably not exactly correct for some reason. Ugh. Some reason or another. But this is the general idea, right? Oh, I hate reproductive centers so much. Alright, so you go down like that. And this is how it be. And then you go the other way. All the way down. You want to be in line. So symmetrical. What is virtuous? And then the eggs will come down right here. And some of the eggs will go on. Yeah, it's actually kind of an issue, isn't it? All right, so the eggs will come here and it will pass by. So I guess I have to only harvest eggs off the belt when there are too many eggs on the belt. I mean, that seems fine, right? I like how I was able to inverse this and it worked because there's so many reproductive centers. We'll probably have to do more things like this in the future. And all I have to do is align the saline and the wastewater and it's okay. All right. So this is coming. It is not here yet, but it is coming. Let's go turn on Antimony, celebrate, and that'll be it for the episode. We've done good today. We got fish all turned up. We made plans for the future. We made a nigh irrevocable decision when it comes to upgrades. I don't really mind choosing upgrades wrong. I do get irritated, though, when they change the upgrades out from under me. All right, so this doesn't ever happen. Fish oil is in the system. Fantastic. Now we need Dow froth, right? And you are needed here. Here. So the best place to link in is probably right here. And then just descend until the Dow froth is met. Okay, cool. I probably changed my mind on some point with Dow froth, or, you know, I'm just kind of dumb. Also a huge possibility. Let's turn this machine on. We're ready. We can do this. Are you excited? I am super duper excited. It's going to slow to a stop because we don't have reliable fish oil. Well, maybe we do, actually. Reliable fish oil is coming. All right. I don't remember anything about this. This happened in the long ago, in the before time. I was a different man when I built this machine. I cannot be held accountable for its works. So far, we dunk in, and it's another half for initial, so it's expansive later. Unfortunate. And then one of our products, I guess, is, what is this? Oh, iron oxide. Yeah, it's a waste product. Okay, great. We are Proceeding to next step. And you only eat the grade 1, and then you make the grade 2, I think? I forget how this works. There's a thing that happens. Alright, so grade 3 comes through. Ah, is expansive in this regard. Got it. Yeah, look at that. Well, there's a lot of Timmy grade 4 being made, so that's good. So I suppose we just kind of sit back and watch, huh? So far, everything is perfect. And then some Timmy grade 4. Where are you going? Oh, the grade 4 goes right there. Well, wait a second. No, this is a gravel outline, and that is clearly not gravel. A problem has occurred. Right. Okay, that didn't stop it. Okay, right there. All right, so I have obviously set up a filter incorrectly at some point. Let's try to figure out what I've done. So if I grab this stuff, what is being produced here? There's Timmy grade 4, and this is copper. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This is my super thrilled voice. You hear this only when I am just amazed at my quality of life. All right, all you guys got to come with me. I got to clean this entire belt. Make a lot of Timmy grade 4. Is this going to cause me problems very shortly? Are we clean now? Are we done? No, we are not clean. We are not done. All right, we got to return to this in a minute here. So one very embarrassing problem encountered. Yay. Isn't Timmy grade 4 just an export? Whatever. Here, take this. All you guys take this. And I guess I'm just going to continue looking forward because I want to follow the line. I know gravel is still stopped up. I'll return to that in a minute. So do we have... We have a lot of product being made. This is the leading edge, right? Crushed Timmy right here. I could have sworn Timmy grade 4 was useful for something. Here, let's take a look. No, it just moves on. Okay, got it. Understood. Where is my crushed antimony? Is this just really slow, this step? 5 to 1. Okay, that is pretty slow. But here we got, it's a concentrating step, so that's good. Long term. Oh, what's this? We need ball mills still? How is that possible? Here we have the crushed antimony. It's coming down. Still being made. Coming down here. Gotta get a bird's eye view. Gotta go get more ball mills. That's a pretty gross oversight on my part. So this is more ball mills working, and then finally we're shaking our way to victory. Getting dust, which is different from powder, I'm assuming. It always is. Always is. Yeah, this building makes sense to me. I wish this backfield had more action, you know? I like the shaking. You can definitely tell when it's running. Could use a little more action back here, but I suppose it's fine like it is. There's nothing wrong with this building. It's no ball mill, though. Ball mill's fantastic. This is like a B building, I think. This is grade B. This is a solid A, if it not an S. There's nothing wrong with the ball mill. Ball mills are great. Anyway, can we please move on? There's our dust and more Timmy grade 4. So, refluxing. Fantastic. Anytime, guys. Really, anytime. Suppose I could artificially push it forward by adjusting the stack size. But that really is probably unnecessary, right? Okay, almost there. Almost there. There we go. There is the Timmy dust now, and the grade 4 is filtered out. And now we are left with only dust in the wind. Okay, it's fish oil time. Is there more coming? When is more coming? How is more coming? All right, more is coming. Here, let's go take care of the gravel problem. Because I know that is not resolved. So this looks good. Are we clean past this point? No. Are we clean past this point? Yeah. Okay, good. We are now venting gravel. I return us to our suspenseful drama. There. We're consuming the fish oil and we're making pulp 1. And then over here, did any of these guys trigger? Who could say? I want to say probably not. It's accumulating ever so slowly. These guys would just... Oh, that's a problem, right? That is a huge problem, actually. Who did that? Who was in charge of this area? Okay, so this explains why we are having a bit of a throughput bottleneck right here. All right, now we got more. Now these guys are going. All right, so we're producing next. And that should go, we should start making oxide pulp, right? Why did I put here? Let's undo my stupidity. These do not need... Oh, nice. Oxide happening. Do not need ash outs because it doesn't produce any ash because I'm using briquettes. That was the point of using briquettes. Many days I am not as intelligent as I would like to be. So this is looking ultra polluting. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, and there's a lot of Timmy oxide on the belt. Victory. The gateway to all sorts of alloys. You need that for intermetallics. You need that for a lot of stuff that is coming. But the good news is this doesn't need to exist. Do I tell him? Do I just let him try to have whatever happiness he can gather standing in front of that outpost forever, hoping it will be filled, but it never will be. It's a lot of stuff being produced right here. And how are we doing on fish oil? Oh, we got more fish oil. There was another delivery. Oh, so we're producing at a decent clip right now, which means we're probably processing fish, right? Let's go check way over here. Yes, we are. We are producing fish for the fish oil. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So the fish come in here, and this is going to jam. It's going to jam on the outside, which is okay because the speakers go on the inside. And that's just fine, unless we can't vent. But we can always vent halfway because there's always going to be some being able to put speakers out. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. And we're producing a lot of meat. No lard, though, which is what we really need. So we have to monitor this over the next few days. The key point right now is we are producing an enormous amount of fish oil. No, not you. But we have our delivery ready. Okay, yeah, Antimony is just going to be going, just going to be cranking until this is full. So, fantastic, right? Let's take a look at a oxide. Take a look at some charts, right? This is how we know we've done good. So, our Antimony Oxide, this before time in the factory, like peaks at 200 a minute, something like that. And now we are up at 800 a minute. Not fantastic. So we're producing 600 a minute here, which is 10 a second. To get more, we probably have to feed more ore in. So we're just going to be okay with that for right now, I think. I mean, we don't really have much choice. All right, I am finished. Yeah, I'm all done. This has been a good episode today. Tomorrow we got to do artillery. We got to push them back on the north and the east and the southeast. And that will be the big job then, and it'll take an entire episode. Yeah, so let's just preview. We're going to take to this area and then down to this bottleneck right here, I think. So it's not a huge area, but just a bit. And then I guess the next thing to do is to push out here, because we really need to take all of this because the factory is coming. We see that, right? So I guess we leapfrog over, and there's the next bottleneck is right here, and that's several artillery days in the future. So we try to push out here. We go from 2 to probably 4, hopefully, and move this out a solid step. And that'll be enough. And then next time I have to push out here. That's a lovely gap. This is a lovely gap. And we try to pinch together at this point and then push out. And then the factory will grow. We can use all this land now. Probably to push them off the island while I'm there. Just bombard the island, you know. Okay, that's coming. That's not today. That's tomorrow. It is all because they can't figure out where to put their eggs. You would think that would be a very simple, straightforward thing for any creature. Know where your eggs come from, know where your eggs go. But the biters, they've got trouble with this concept. It's really hard for them for some reason. All right, so right there, I declare this perfect. Begin recap. What did we do today? All right, the first and most important accomplishment of the day is that we got fish up and going for real. We wired everything up, and it's producing fish in excess of our needs by many, many times. This has taken away the key bottleneck that we were struggling with, in that we needed fish oil in order to fully process antimony. It was an additive I had just neglected, and so we finally did that. So at the end of the original problem is need antimony, need fish oil. Because you need fish food. Because you need fish food, you have to have an animal husbandry and slaughter program going. Because you have that going, you need a thing to take care of the excess products. That's right here. And so all of this followed on this 2-week adventure at this point, followed on just from the basic needs of the factory. In the last 2 episodes, though, we have been attacked twice. We have been attacked in the digestive system, and we've been attacked at the coal right here. So how they're doing this, I don't know. I really don't get it, how they're traveling so far and how they're missing everything. So tomorrow just has to be a general purpose artillery day. Goal will be to push back along these lines and also clear them out a little bit on the south, if that happens to be where this problem is occurring from. I don't actually know how they got here. This makes 0 sense. This has to be a punitive raid, but they're all beyond the pollution cloud, so I don't get it. But anyway, I have a solution, though. It's called aggressive diplomacy. Anyway, after that, we got low on gastrocapacitors here. I think we have stabilized, but only just stabilized. We definitely do not produce enough for this factory going 24/7. So we're going to have to bring gastrocapacitor production south, and we are reasonably close to that right now. Maybe I won't go all the way there. I'll get the Zipir eggs going, which is one of the crucial ingredients. Then I'll go and I'll do gold, and I'll do cobalt, and that'll allow me to do stainless here, and then we won't be entirely North factory stuff, because it's going to require simple circuits, and I'm putting simple circuits off for as long as possible. I have all the ingredients to do it. I just have to do it in a big fit of assembly, and I'm not doing that. So great. So I'll get Zipir's up and going for real. This is just roughed out. I'll get Zipir uplifting going because that's all that requires is ingredients that I have on hand. It's not going to be a problem at all. I suppose that does kind of produce waste Zipirs, doesn't it? So I'm going to have to slaughter those and then put their meat on a meat line somewhere. Maybe have a waste meat line going along the top of all of the uplifting areas, dunking into the aug line right there. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Problem is I'm going to make arthropod blood, and I suppose I could just I could bin it first off. Oh, we need it for Vanabins. So plugging that in is probably a good idea. I should probably figure out what my source of arthropod blood is going to be. All right, that's not a question for right now, though. Was a good episode. Had a great time. Everything went well. I'm going to do it again next time. See you all then. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.